Tom scrolled through his phone. The clock on the wall ticked past midnight. He was alone at home. His parents were away for the weekend. A horror movie played on his laptop. He wasn't really watching. He was too busy browsing social media. Suddenly, the loud doorbell echoed through the silent house. Tom jolted upright, dropping his phone onto the bed. His heart pounded in his chest. Who would be visiting at this hour? He crept towards the front door, his hand trembling as he reached for the handle. Tom took a deep breath and flung the door open. He peered into the darkness. There was no one there. The street was deserted. He felt a shiver run down his spine. It was a cold night, but that wasn't the only reason for his sudden chill. He shut the door and locked it quickly. Tom leaned against the door, his heart still racing. He tried to convince himself it was just a prank, some kids messing around. But the unsettling feeling in his gut told him otherwise. Tom retreated to his room. He glanced at his laptop. The horror movie had ended. The screen displayed a static image of a creepy, abandoned house. He quickly closed the laptop. He didn't feel like watching anything scary anymore. He picked up his phone from the bed. The screen lit up with a notification. It was a text message from an unknown number. His hand trembled as he clicked to open the message. The message simply read, "We know you're alone." Tom's blood ran cold. He read the message again and again. Who was this? How did they know he was alone? He felt a knot of fear tightening in his stomach. He tried to ignore the message. He tried to tell himself it was just a prank, but he couldn't shake the feeling of dread that had washed over him. He was no longer alone in the house. Someone or something was there with him. He decided to reply to the message. "Who is this?" he typed, his fingers shaking. He waited for a response, but none came. He threw the phone onto the bed as if it had burned him. Tom paced his room, his mind racing. He checked the locks on his doors and windows again, even though he knew they were already bolted shut. He felt a presence in the house, a pair of eyes watching him. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of leaves outside his window made him jump. He felt like a trapped animal, desperately searching for an escape route. The silence in the house was broken by a soft, almost inaudible sound. It was a whisper, coming from somewhere inside the house. Tom froze, his entire body stiffening with terror. He strained his ears, trying to identify the source of the sound. It came again, a little louder this time, a whisper, barely audible, but undeniably human. It seemed to be coming from downstairs. He tiptoed towards his bedroom door, his heart hammering in his chest. He put his ear to the door, listening intently. The whispering continued, faint and indistinct, weaving its way through the silence of the house. It was a man's voice. Tom couldn't make out the words, but the tone sent shivers down his spine. It was low, guttural, laced with an unmistakable malice. He was talking to someone, but who? Tom took a deep breath and slowly opened his bedroom door. The hallway was dark, the only light coming from the street lamp outside his window. He crept towards the staircase, his hand gripping the banister tightly. Each step he took was filled with dread, knowing that the whispering voice was getting closer.